Alien Storm. Quite literally the weirdest Sega Genesis beat 'em up of all time. And I never looked at it till now. So you know what? Today, we could all use a little bit of beat 'em up action in our lives. Let's go ahead and take a look at Alien Storm for the Sega Genesis. Hey Slayers, I'm the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and today I thought let's take a look at a little beat 'em up called Alien Storm. Now Alien Storm was developed in 1990 for the Sega Model 1? Was it the Model 1? Or was it the Sega Board 16? One of those two, right? And it was developed and it was released on Sega Genesis and Master System. I did not mean to pick the robot guy, but whatever. And what Alien Storm is a weird game, to say the least, right? So I always wanted to look at this game because I don't understand it. I guess aliens are invading our Earth, and you were sent to stop them. So that's what we're gonna do, okay? Now the game is a beat 'em up, right? And it is a beat 'em up, and you'll notice it is also multiplayer, by the way, because what beat 'em up isn't multiplayer. But you'll notice you have two bars at the bottom, an orange bar and a blue bar. The orange bar is your energy, and what'll happen is with your orange bar, you have special attacks that you can use if you press the A button. I'll use one. And what the robot's guy is, his just blows up and he just kills all enemies like immediately. But yeah, you have all these special attacks that are essentially one-shot all enemies on screen, and you have energy to use them. And I don't like to use mine up a bunch because they do carry over into the next level. But one thing I can say about this game is it gets a little hard. Okay, later on in the later levels, it can get a little hard. Now it is like there is usually a limit of how many enemies can be on screen. Sometimes there's more though, but usually it's always two. For me, at least, for what I've noticed, it's always two in the Genesis version anyway. Yeah, I forgot to mention, this is the Genesis port. There is also a Master System port. Not sure if there's a Game Gear one. I never paid too much attention. Because, to tell you the truth, I never really played this game too much. Like, I always played it because it was always on the Sega Genesis collections and stuff that I had. But I never actually paid it too much mind like I should have. And between each levels, you have these special stages right here that will allow you to essentially replenish your health, replenish your energy. As you can see, your energy is the little orange bar, as I said before, and these essentially allow you to replenish your health and your energy. One thing I hate about this game is it does not your energy and health from the last level do not get replenished on the next level. As you can see, look. Your energy and health does not get replenished, and you know that's what I was saying about it being a little hard, because you could kind of get screwed over. Also, one other thing, the song here for me at least kind of gets annoying. I'm not a big fan of the music in this game, but if you listen, they play this one song a lot. I'm not really a big fan of the music in this game. It's okay. It's listenable. It's totally playable. You know, while you're playing the game, just chill with the music. It's not like anything that's gonna ruin gameplay or anything. It's just not my cup of tea. Other people might like it. This is the embodiment of Genesis twang right here. But I mean, in a good way. It's okay. Okay, the music's okay. Is it something like will I play this game and hear it just with no complaints? Yeah, I will. But is it something I'm gonna take and download onto my phone? Not personally. You might want to, but the soundtrack here, it's not something I would download. It's how I would put that. You know what I'm saying? It's not something I would have on my personal device for listening to music. And you know that's not saying anything. The music's good. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's really not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? This is that type of like sci-fi music. You know what I'm saying? And some people might love that. I personally don't. I'm not really not like personally all into it. I'm just not into it here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't like the music. But essentially, I'm going to restart the game in a second because I'm going to die here anyway. You have three characters. First off, there's a lot here, right? Because if you press start, you have a dual. If you have a second player, you have 1 versus player 2. You have a dual mode. You have a sound test. You have options, and you have a demo. And you can turn the game difficulty on easy. You could turn it on hard, or I'm gonna have it on easy, and then you can mess with your energy level. You can also have it on easy. Rapid fire I'm gonna turn on, and we'll leave that like that. And we'll turn arcade, and we'll also do one player play. And you have 3 characters. You have a girl, a robot, and that guy. We'll pick this guy this time. And you know, you have those 3 to save the people, and you have different objectives for each mission. I never noticed he had a gun before. I don't know why I never paid that attention. If you Yeah, I'm sorry for the little cut there you probably seen. You probably noticed it, but I had to edit some things out. I got a phone call during my videos. I hate when it happens sometimes, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? My Wi-Fi thing should be here this week, so I should be back to PC videos. But nevertheless, back to Alien Storm as I was talking. What was I saying before we left? I completely forgot. But yeah, Aliens, the music. I think I was talking about the music, and I was saying how the music just really isn't my taste. But also, this game is, since it's an earlier Genesis title, you'll notice you only have, like, three buttons, obviously. A is your special attack, and his is that cool shit, you know what I'm saying? A, what you call it, B, right? Yeah, B is your actual normal attack, and C is a type of roll attack. You can jump with it in some cases if you press it fast enough. And one of the things I do hate, some of these enemies are like, some of these like aliens are just like stronger than need to be. There are bosses in this game, and you know, they're not too hard, you know what I'm saying? They're pretty freaking easy. I never knew you could go in there before actually, why was there chickens? Yeah, a lot of the bosses in this game are like pretty easy. They're not hard for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I think the one problem I have with this game is really just how the health system works. I would rather have the game replenish my health like each level, you know what I'm saying, instead of like independently. And I've tried the arcade version of this game a couple times. It's not really that different from the Genesis version. So usually if I'm gonna play this, I usually just load up the Genesis version. Expel the aliens. Really, I don't really like. Can I recommend this game to someone out there looking for like a different type of beat 'em up on the Genesis? Of course, because don't come here expecting like a Streets of Rage, a Golden Axe. You're just not gonna find it. It's a totally different type of beat 'em up. It's a beat 'em up, nevertheless. It's just totally different, and you can tell it's an arcade game. You know what I'm saying? It's hard as heck because it's designed to eat quarters. You know what I'm saying? It wants your quarters. It was designed to eat your quarters. That's what it is. And I forget, I think you got like 4 lives and like 2 continues. I think, is that what you get? You know what I'm saying? Now, I have to say something. Killing the enemies in this actually is like, when you actually defeat the enemies, it's extremely satisfying. Like literally, just the fire sound. I want you to listen to it for a second. It's actually extremely satisfying. I'm gonna be quiet. Did you hear that like fire sound? That is extremely satisfying. And this is an example here of the bosses I was telling you about earlier. And we'll use some of my energy here to, kill him, because that's what that's what I usually save my energy on. You don't have to do the same thing I do, but I feel, it's best. Yeah, you have 3. Yeah, you have 3 continues. I feel it's best to save your continues until the boss where you really need them. And, like I said, these bosses aren't that hard. They can be hard, but they're really, for the most part, not that hard. I mean, look at that. I beat him pretty freaking easily. And this is a good, the little things he drops is a good way to get some energy, but they do run away. They almost remind me a bit of like Golden Axe. Also, I forgot about these. Listen, this is the one song I actually like from this game. These are like little shooter levels, and they're like it completely transforms the game and breaks up the monotony of like a beat 'em up. You know what I'm saying? And they're pretty fun to play. You know what I'm saying? And they happen in between stages, because this game acts a bit like, well, this game did come out around 90, 91, and if you know Sega during that time, they were. Oh my god! Hold on! You guys see what I see? There's a Subway right there. Oh, wait a second. Never mind. You know what? I was going to say Subway sandwich shop. I always forget there's Subways are also like trains. And I always forget that. It's just because where I live, not here in America, we don't really take too much Subways. I mean, in New York, I guess we do. But like in most other places, trains aren't too prevalent. I mean, they are for industrial use, but that's I'm getting off topic here. I thought it was the sandwich Subway. That's what I think of when I hear Subway. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say they put that in there without even noticing, but no. Why would the door be that big? That was a convenience store. See, there's more like. See, there's more songs. They're just not like. They're not my cup of tea. They all sound similar. You know what I'm saying? Similar enough. That being said, how would I rate this game? Well, based on my now, I want you to know something real quick before I rate this game. It's a good game, right? But every review I do comes from me personally, okay? It will always, regardless of anything, like, if I ever get sponsored or something like that, even those reviews will be, if I don't like a product, even if I'm sponsored, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it, even if I'm lose a sponsorship or something. That's if my channel ever gets to that point or something like that. But I will always give you a review based off how I feel. So if I don't like something, if I do like something, that doesn't mean it's not good. It just means I personally didn't like it. So just keep in mind these reviews are always mine, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and rate this a 5 out of 10. Now, look, some of you, this is considered a Genesis classic. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I've got pretty far in this game, and I'm not a big fan. Okay, I'm not a big fan. And that doesn't mean it's not good, right? It's a Sega classic, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty good, you know what I'm saying? You might think it's a 10 out of 10. I'm not saying the game's bad. It's a completely fine game. I would say, if I had to play this, I would play it. Even sometimes then, I might load it up on the Genesis collection and just play it, you know what I'm saying? It's fun. I used to have a mini Sega Genesis from At Games. Yeah, I hate that thing. I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I still have it somewhere. I have a lot of Sega stuff, but yeah, it's somewhere. But I used to have that, and I still have it, but I had one, and I used to play this game sometimes on it, okay? So don't think I don't like the game or I don't play it just by rating it a 5 out of 10, because I do play it sometimes. I might have the urge to play it sometimes randomly. I had the urge to play it today. That's why I said, okay, I'll make a video. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a game I would come back to regularly, I'd say. And like, if you were comparing this, now there are two different types of games. I understand that, but if you were gonna say, well, Sega Slayer, how does this stack up against Streets of Rage or Golden Axe, which was also out at the same time, since this is 1990 and 91 and 90 to 91, so this is like an earlier Genesis title. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember if it came out in 90 or 91. If it was 91, Sonic was out. You know what I'm saying? Streets of Rage 1 was out. Golden Axe 2 was either out or coming out. But either way, Golden Axe 1 was already out. So, like, compared to those, I just don't think it's as good. And that's just being honest. I don't prefer the music. Like, I prefer the soundtracks from those games. You know what I'm saying? And even just comparing this to other beat-em-ups on the Genesis, even at the time, Double Dragon was already here and all that, you know, so I'd say try it out. It's a good game, okay? It's a good game. I definitely recommend you go out and play it and you go out and try it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty, I don't know if we're about to look at prices, but I think it's pretty inexpensive, you know what I'm saying? Even then, it can be found on like so many Genesis collections. So, you probably already own a Sega Genesis collection. It's on almost every Sega Genesis collection. So if you own even just one Genesis collection, you should load it up and play it on there and try it out and see for yourself how good it is. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think it's all that. You might think it's more. I don't, personally. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I'll be back in a second with prices, and yeah, I'll be right back. If that isn't the most 80/90 box art you've ever seen, I don't know what is. It is an early Genesis. Now, I don't know where Sega went wrong. Like, one day I'm going to do a video about that, where I rank every set. If you guys would like a Sega box art tier, please let me know. If you remember, I did the tier list of the Ultimate Sega consoles. If you would like an Ultimate Sega box art tier / jewel case like design, let me know down in the comments below, because classic Genesis box art I'm letting you know now, is going to be an S tier. Like, straight up, I love classic Genesis box art. Yeah, that being said, if you want that, let me know down in the comments below. Like, that Genesis box art was what, 89? Well, technically 88. I'd say about 88 to 83 is when they started phasing it out. Maybe more before 83, you know what I'm saying? 82, they really started. I'm at 92, they really started phasing it out. But, like, still, I liked it more. It would rank extremely high. If you would like that video, let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to do that video. That being said, let's go ahead and move on with prices. A loose copy is going to run you around $24.60. it's at 37 cents and it receives around 2 sales per week. A complete copy is going to run you around $44.42 and it receives around 1 sale per week. A new copy is going to run you around $95.82 and it receives around 1 sale per year. A manual is going to run you around $11.28. A box is going to run you around $7.51. And final graded price, price chart thinks it's worth about $185. Right? So for loose price, eBay has got you covered with the $22. Amazon with the $29. Clear winner eBay there. For a complete price, eBay's got you covered with a $54.99. And no one has a new copy. Okay. They say January 1st, 1991, but no, it came out some different time in 91. It was in 91, though. Developer and publisher Sega, Action Adventure. It is actually 2 players. The thing is, yeah, so it was a 91 title, you know what I'm saying? Depending on when it came out in 91, because I can't remember. Depending on, well, also there's a Master System port, and this is an arcade game from 1990. But still, even then, at least Golden Axe 1 was out. Streets of Rage was either out or coming out. Sonic 1 was out, so I don't think it ranks as highly as those titles, but it is a good title. That being said, if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 200 subscribers, and you'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. I've been the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and until next time, have a good one, Slayers.